the issue of 2030 mantra, according to him, it's actually a done and deal issue. There is absolutely no way Emerson Mnangagwa would be actually blocked on that. He says Mnangagwa is leading when it comes to 2030. I'll just take you through to some of the strings of messages that he wrote. I think it was yesterday, yes, 15 hours ago, yes, it must be yesterday. According to him, he is saying 2030 mantra is a done deal. He is choosing to partner with Emerson Mnangagwa faction. I think I have explained in depth why an individual such as Temba Mliswa is opting to vie with the faction of Mnangagwa because of historical past injustices that he has committed, especially against the other faction. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, Litlonepani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. So let's read what Temba Mliswa is actually inserted on his X account. He says the 2030 agenda seems to be picking up momentum each passing day, and it's no surprise that Mashonaland West has jumped on board with resolution number 1. There is clarity in the orchestration behind this initiative. Remember, Mashonaland West is the province of Blessed Geza, where the members of ZANU-PF in that province expressly expressed themselves that they are against the 2030 mantra, but the PEC is of a certain opinion, completely different with that. He continues to write and say, with Ziambi as Justice Minister, Mutenda as Parliament Speaker, and Chinamasa as Secretary for Legal Affairs, the concerted plan is surely legal proof. Fun fact is that all have been Secretary for Legal Affairs before, including President Iti himself. He continues to say trends and signals indicate that opposition to this extension exists chiefly in imagination. So he's speaking about Blessed Geza here, of those who oppose it rather than anywhere on the ground. Following these party resolutions, the stage is set for the parliamentary affairs under Mtenda's aegis. And then he continues to say, if one were to wager against these unmistakable signs, I would advise that they save their money. Chinu chakabatwa kuti zwi ichi. ZANU-PF has repeatedly showcased a laser-like focus and an unswerving determination to achieve its aims, making it a poor bet to wager against. So these are the views of Temba Mliswa. Those who are joining me, it's not coming from me, I'm just reading from his account. This is regardless of issues such as referendums and heckles, with a veritable arsenal of legal minds at their disposal, including the Attorney General. One can't help but think they have its entire operation meticulously plotted out. However, an aside to this plot, I must say it has been a joy to witness my sister, Mary Mliswa Chikoka, in her role as Marsh West chairperson, steering her party's campaign with flair. As a proud sibling, it warms my heart. Anam and the fierce hunting female lions are certainly making their mark. Ha akachibata uye afamba. I'm immediately proud of her evolution as a politician, particularly as the first ever female provincial chairperson. Rangu level asati Africa but she has made a mark. Then someone just responded and said, the 2030 agenda is fine, but ZANU-PF must face reality. Without leadership renewal, it's just another gimmick. So this is a sober analysis. These days, I like it to go through comments. We can't afford another Mugabe situation where one man holds the nation at hostage for decades. Fresh blood, fresh ideas, real accountability, that's the only path to credibility. It was someone giving, I think, I trust the people who comment. Zimbabweans are very educated. Someone says, when are you visiting Walter Mzembe in Chikurupi? The Walter Mzembe hounds Temba Mliswa. Then someone says, is it constitutional? Can people be allowed to overthrow the constitution equally? Equally, can those against it be allowed to express themselves freely and organize against it? So you see, I don't have to analyze. I've got my analyst. Someone say V-Bed initiative. But anyways, just like the Mugabe era, everyone was chanting Mugabe will rule forever. So people are just reminding them of a factual history. Someone says, anodaro hake mushonga wemakonzo. I don't understand this. If someone can interpret for me. Someone says, keep your thoughts to yourself. Someone says, don't worry, Temba, someday you and your sister will live in exile. As a long-time politician, you surely know how unpredictable things can go in Zimbabwe. Remember 2017, if I were you, I would tread carefully. ED is no God. He has no supernatural powers. We will see. Someone says, hapana zvauri kutaura Temba. Someone says, muchazimbirwa. I'm able to read Shona these days. Mbava yemombe. So this one I understand. People, you are still in Kegel. I think that's what they are saying. Someone says sapugu chikananda. I'm more popular with this word. Someone says stupid. Someone says ZANU-PF must be stopped as soon as yesterday. What is this? Someone says nonsense, this will never happen. I continue to read these comments because this is what I could have actually said. Someone says, statement from an assassin, ZANU-PF to the core and pretend to be an outsider. They didn't learn from RGM. It will end in tears. So basically, what Temba Mliswa has written, as well as those who responded, is what exactly I was going to do. And I mean, to see that Temba Mliswa is awful, I read all comments without actually jumping like what I usually do sometimes. But all, especially if I see that it's nonsensical. But here I was reading all people who have commented on Mliswa. They are opposed to 2030. So it's Temba Mliswa against all the ex-users who did comment. So they are just, and the good thing about it, they are reminding Temba Mliswa of, remember, during the time of Robert Gabriel Mugabe, I remember when they said 9 out of 10 provinces had actually agreed that Mnangagwa be fine. 9 out of 10. So this thing of provincial endorsements is just an old song that will yield nothing. Understand the politics of Zimbabwe. By the way, the conference is just another gathering. And maybe Blessed Geza telling ZANU-PF that we will meet at the conference to demand these answers. It's another way of actually deflecting them and thinking that Blessed Geza has actually lost the plot. You can see they are highly relaxed. At the height of relaxation, the men will strike. Now they are all focused on the constitution, on the conference. Maybe that was a deflection, and a well calculated deflection. Remember, Blessed Geza understand issues of counterintelligence. I mean, you don't underestimate such an old man. He knows what he is doing, and definitely with his team, they are working flat out to make sure that this thing would be buried, completely buried. I mean, Temba Mliswa should direct the issue of wasting resources to Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa has wasted a lot of money, which maybe he could have invested outside the country, maybe so that after his presidency, provided they won't go after whatever he has bought outside the country, to recover it, to be brought and injected into the economy of the country, because it's something that would have been stolen from the taxpayers' money. So it's just someone who, but we understand, someone else reminded him about the accusation of him being an assassin. Most probably, it makes sense why he is supporting Mnangagwa, because he has done a lot of dirty works, especially in getting rid of the military generals, and also he has been doing a lot of work to try to get the enemies of Mnangagwa, particularly who are on the opposition, as well as the former G40 members. I like the comment section, because the comment section says it all like nobody else's business. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the thanks button and send us stars, or you can press the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can also support my album, which is available on all digital platforms. You search for Hloniphani Ncube, and the title of the album is Uthando Lwakhe. Stream it, buy it, and share it with your loved ones. Oga Ncube Umhlabane is signing